What's up, everyone? Welcome to my triple session course on advanced LinkedIn prospecting. This is the introduction. My name is Jed Mahrle. We're going to get into my background and then some content in just a bit. But first off, I want to say I'm super excited to talk about this topic because LinkedIn, in my opinion, is one of the most underutilized yet important prospecting tools. And it's been probably the most impactful tool in my career when it comes to actually hitting quota and accelerating in promotions and things of that nature. So very excited to talk about it and share some very tactical examples so you guys can walk away with everything you need to start setting meetings on LinkedIn. So first off, I want to get into my background. Like I said, my name is Jed Mahrle. I've helped build 2 outbound sales teams from scratch in my career. I've also consulted with dozens of startups on building out a successful outbound motion. I'm the creator of the Practical Prospecting newsletter with over 17,000 subscribers and growing, where we share practical examples of how to set meetings on a weekly basis. And then finally, over the last 5 years, I've been using LinkedIn as the main tool to set outbound meetings. And so I'm excited to share all of my learnings from this experience and condense it into this one course for everybody here. So before we get into everything, I first want to give you a heads up on what is the practical prospecting method. This is what I write about in my newsletter and when I consult with people on it. And I think it's important to start here because everything I'm going to share with you kind of stems from this method. And so what is practical prospecting? Essentially, the way I see it is that outbound is often extremely overcomplicated. We think we need all of this fancy technology, all these fancy tactics and tools to do our job successfully, when in reality, you need to focus on 3 core things: who you're targeting, what your message is, what are you saying on the phone scripts, the email campaigns, and your LinkedIn messages, and then third, what are you offering that prospect? So those are the 3 key components: your targeting, your messaging, and your offering. And why did I create this method? Why did I work on this over time? Because I've been in scenarios where either I was struggling as an SDR or my team was struggling. And what it all came down to is that there's too many additional steps, there's too many tools, and we're focused on the wrong things. It all kind of stems from the 80-20 rule of 20% of your activities lead to 80% of your results. And so that's exactly how it's used at different companies today. With the companies I've consulted with, is focusing on those 3 pillars. So I want to first talk about why is LinkedIn prospecting so important. And so I often think that LinkedIn is misunderstood. We see it as more of a social platform or maybe just like a networking platform. But in reality, LinkedIn is the best data platform on the market, and it's the most up-to-date data platform. The reason why is because people are constantly updating their LinkedIn profiles. If they go to a new job, they're updating that. They're posting, they're liking, they're commenting, they're updating information on their profile. And because of that, because it's self-updated by its users, it is the cleanest and most up-to-date platform. There's also over 900 million users. Most people have a LinkedIn, whether they're active or not, and it's continuing to grow. So it's only going to get more and more important over time. Third, it has data you really can't find anywhere else. Like there's just information on people's LinkedIn or the post they're creating or the information about their job description. You're not going to find that anywhere else. And so learning how to fully utilize that and find this information, condense it, and so you can use it to write relevant messaging is extremely important. And then finally, probably my favorite piece, which we're going to get to towards the end of the course, is that you can actually use LinkedIn as your own personal landing page to set inbound meetings on autopilot. So this is super fun. It does take a lot of time to get to that point, but I'm going to share the exact steps that I took, as well as real results and examples from my career for how to do this.